Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris and Melinda again, and you're watching Conversations with Mel and Chris. Today, again, we have Dan and Amber joining us to talk about threesomes.
Not the movie, the reality.
Yeah, this not happening here, so don't worry. You can still watch this. But anyway, what do you guys think about threesomes?
I love them. It really depends on who you're with. I've had some bad threesomes and I've really good threesomes. And
someone always gets left out.
not always. If you find the right group of people where the energy is like really perfect.
No, I think somebody always gets left out too.
It's not true. I've had them where I've had that mostly when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I think I've been a lot more smart about who I have threesomes with.
What do you mean? As you've gotten older, you're 2 years old.
Thanks. It's very sweet, Mom. No, but I mean, like when I was like in college and I would have threesomes, they were stupid. We didn't know what we were doing. But now, you know, it's better when you're like the guest star. I think if you're a guest star and someone else, I've never had a threesome in a relationship like with me and a boyfriend. I've never been in that situation. But I have been like the third who comes into a couple, and it's great because you guys have a great time. You go and then you like leave, and they get to sleep. And you don't have the hassle of like waking up in the morning. I like the guest star role. It's a lot of fun.
The guest star role. I like that.
Well, what about people who get into relationships, like, and it's like 3 people within that one relationship, like?
I've never met anyone who has a 3-way relationship.
I have met that.
I mean, I've heard about it.
And I also want someone to know how that works. So, if you are in a 3-way relationship, please call and tell us how it works. I'd love to know that. I want to know all the dynamics. I want to know how that whole shit works out.
Me too.
I just wanted to say, as far as like someone getting left out, I think it has a lot to do with your whole reasons for wanting to have the threesome. Like, is everybody willing, or is like someone doing it just to please the other person? Because then there might be some underlying feelings of jealousy. Or
years ago, I had a 3-way with a couple that I met at a bar, and they met me and they were like, "We'd like you to come back home with us." They were really nice guys. I went, and then as it was happening, I saw the dynamics really shifting, and one of them was getting mad at the other one, and I was like, "Have you guys ever done this before?" And they were like, "Actually, you're the first person that we were doing this with." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then they started to like really fight. So I actually left, and I said, "I don't think you guys are ready to do this yet." They'd only been together, I think, maybe like 2 or 3 years. They said so. It was the first one they had done. So I could sense that they were like really fighting. So I left, and I said, I'm gonna leave. You guys need to like talk about this. And anyway, I thought they were gonna break up. I left there feeling really upset. And I was like, I just broke this couple up, and I feel awful. Months later, I ran into them, and they both gave me a hug, and they said, "Thank you because you told us to talk about things. We now talk about everything, and we're closer than we've ever been. So you basically saved our relationship."
Wow.
So
Isn't that beautiful? And every time I see them now, they give me a hug.
You are the gay Oprah.
That's right. My ex used to call me the superhero of Chelsea. I was like, oh, well, I'm helping people, but it's good.
Well, sometimes some people aren't that fortunate when it comes to threesomes, and a lot of times when somebody comes into the relationship and they, you know, whether it's just for the means of having sex at one time, or it's because one person's actually, you know, in love with that person as well as in love with who they're with currently.
Yeah, that's hard.
Things really, they're complicated, you know.
We're talking about sex. Don't say hard. Say difficult.
Well, I mean, regardless, you know, like how do you deal with that situation? Because somebody in love, I don't think as much as when you're having sex, but in love, somebody does get left out. Because when you're loving one person, you sort of just want that one person to love you back. You don't want them to be loving like everyone.
But sex is love. And love
True,
sex.
but if somebody falls in that case too.
But the thing is, if you and I were in a couple, we go out and pick up Dan, it's actually going to be, this is hypothetical, okay? But we're in a couple and we decide we're going to be somebody to pick up Dan. It's actually going to be mutually attractive to both of us.
Well, it would have to be if I was going to have a 3-way with you, and if I wasn't.
And some people do and some people don't. Some people feel in order to get one, I have to get the other, I'll do it.
That's irresponsible 3-way behavior. Irresponsible 3-way behavior is when if you're, let's say I was a guest star and I found a couple and I really only was attracted to one of them.
I like that.
That's not okay because then the other one is going to feel left out, and that's not fair to that's not fair to the couple. It's just puts everyone in a bad compromising position. Only be the guest star if you really legitimately are attracted to both of them, and you would have sex with both of them separately, and then you have sex with both of them together, and then nobody gets hurt, and it's great.
Okay, gay Oprah, this is your assignment. You need to write a book on the etiquette of 3-ways.
All right, let's do it.
That'd be a bestseller. See, okay. Yes. And your bestseller just like on the other Oprah.
True.
You know who she is, don't you?
I wonder if Oprah's ever had a three-way.
And with that, tell us what
Her
you
Dale
think.
is Stedman. Tell us. I will say this. I have my issues with threesomes, but God bless double penetration.
And with that,
I never had one, Mom. I swear to you, I never had double penetration.
Tell us what you think about threesomes. This is Mel, Chris, with our guest stars again, Amber and Dan, saying good night, guys.
Smooches.
Bye.
Bye.
Next
I
topic.
still definitely single.